How's it going, you guys? AZ Plyo 21 back again with our Los Angeles Angels save in Out of the Park Baseball 23. It is the trade deadline. When I left, we were still first in the AL West, and we still are, but by a very slim margin. We are literally practically tied with the Astros for first in the AL West. With that said, we would be third in the AL wild card, so we would still be in a playoff spot. But we definitely need to get it going a little bit more. So we really want to get some pieces during this deadline that are going to help us get there. And we want to get rid of some of the fat that is not helping us at all. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do to improve ourselves here at the deadline. Definitely not searching for prospects. We are looking for pieces that will help us win the World Series this year. Whether it's loaners, whether it's, taking on some big money, that's okay. We want to see who can help us win it all this year. So let's take a look at our pitchers and who is not performing. And I'm seeing Jose Quijada. Wow, he's had a bad year. He had a bad year last year as well. Okay. Thinking about who we just drafted. Relief pitchers, they're a dollar a dozen, or whatever you want to call them, a dime a dozen. I can get good relief pitchers wherever. So let's see if there's a market out there somewhere for Jose Quijada. And I want regulars and veterans. So let's see what we can get for him. Even if it's just getting a kid, like I just want to get a piece that's going to help me. So right now I'm going to look at the WAR, and I'm seeing Seth Romero, 1.2 WAR, 1.6 WAR for Yusei Kikuchi, Alex Wood, G-Man Choi, who's already signed an extension, Tommy La Stella, 1.7 WAR, having a very good year as well, and he can play first, second, and third, but I'm thinking because Rengifo is probably going to be we're probably going to let him go. La Stella, I like that so far. When is he signed through? Just this year. I like Tommy La Stella. We can bring him back to the Angels. So let's see what else there is possibly, because I'm liking the idea of getting rid of Quijada for that position player that'll make us that little bit better. Someone like Greg Allen. A little bit of depth, Good in the outfield. Has been having a great year. Projected to be a 4 WAR batter, 14 homers, 79 RBIs. And he's not making that much money. Gold Glove winner. Jomon Camargo. Brandon Belt. 2 WAR for Gene Segura. See, now this I'd probably like more. Batting .312, 2 WAR. And he can play a little bit of shortstop, considering we're probably going to be getting rid of Rengifo. Signed through the rest of this year. Projected 7 homers, 58 RBIs, batting .312. OBP, OPS 756, WAR of 3.4. Which is about the same as he did last year. He's projected to do. If not a little bit better. Probably, way better, honestly. I'm liking this. I'm liking Gene Segura. Either Segura or La Stella is what I'm feeling. Especially because they're actually performing this year. Nico Goodrum performing, but not liking that. Brett Phillips. Don't like that average. Josh Bell. Josh Bell. If I can go, see, I don't know, because 42, 105, he strikes out a lot. Could be a good DH, I guess, but we have Ohtani for that, really. And, like, we have Walsh and Marsh. So it'd probably be a middle infielder we would want to get. CJ Cron having a pretty good year, it looks like. But just first baseman. So yeah, I'm feeling either Segura or La Stella. Where's La Stella? Let's go after Segura. Gene Segura for Jose Quijada. Perry Minasian does not like it, but I do. Let's see if we can nab a prospect or something off of them. Keone Cavaco. They don't like that. TJ Brock. What have you been smoking, he says. That's funny. Danny DeAndrade. He says it's close. Julio Torres. Okay, let's do that. Edouard Julien. I feel like I like this. Get a little bit of cash. Jose Quijada, who's having a bad year. Julio Torres, prospect who's not going to amount to much, by all indications, having a bad year. For Gene Segura, who's performing this year. 2 WAR, 756 OPS, batting .312, OBP is good. Strikes out a little bit, but that's okay. But he can play anywhere, middle infield pretty much, even third base. Former All-Star, someone to help us out this year, and a pretty good prospect in Danny DeAndrade. I like this. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. So that's one trade in the book here in the deadline. Let's go back and see if there's any other pitchers that we need to get rid of, that we need to unload. Jimmy Herget. I feel like he's not getting paid, really. And he just got brought up this year. 25 innings of work. I think that's okay. Okay, we might have too many pitchers to begin with on our roster. With that said, let's go over here. Luis Rengifo, Matt Duffy as well. Brought up Magneuris Sierra, who's not doing super great. Rengifo, absolutely terrible this year. Glad that Fletcher's back, but we still need to get rid of Rengifo. He's on arbitration, and I'm not going to want to give him that, you know, if he's going to play this badly. So let's just unload him and see what we can get for him. Regulars and veterans. Who will take Luis Rengifo? I'm looking at the WAR. I'm just going to go all the way down to the bottom and kind of scroll up. We want people who have been performing this year. And I'm seeing La Stella there again. I see La Stella there again, who has been doing very well. So La Stella's in the back of my mind. Aaron Loop, get him back. We're paying him, why not, right? Relief pitchers, Miguel Sano's terrible year. Drew Wachinski, starting pitcher. I feel like our starting rotation's okay. Antonio Senzatella, it's too big of a contract. Josh Bell. We're going to get rid of Matt Duffy. Do we go out and get Josh Bell? To be like a really good backup bat, essentially. If they will retain his salary or some of it, I'd be 100% down for this. Not that we need to save money, but just, you know, 'cause. Let's see what we can do with Bell. Even Perry likes it from the get-go. Will they retain 100% of his salary? I mean, they will. They don't really want too much. So let's do like 60% of his salary. And they'll do it. Wow, they'll do it straight up. How high would they let that go? 8. Wow. 90? 85? 85% of his salary straight up for Josh Bell. That tells me that there's some wiggle room with this. Let's see if we can get a prospect out of the Guardians. Luis Durango. They don't like it. What about if we put this down? Still no. Okay, let's put this back. Let's get Durango off of there. Brian Guedes. This seems kind of doable. For a 4-star prospect, 5-star according to OSA, I might be unwilling to number 79 overall prospect. Let's see here. Santos, number 93. Sandoval. Dawson Place, he's still a good prospect. Sam Bachman, number 97. It'd be an even switch at that point. Say no. Bill Salas. No, they definitely want somebody. Yankee John Baptiste. Ooh, how high? Yankee John Baptiste. Looks really good. Looks really good. Looks really good. To do it straight up, 45, 40. This is all for Rengifo, who's having a terrible year, by the way. So to get a really good prospect and Yankee John Baptiste, our scout likes him. OSA likes him even more. And to get Josh Bell as like a backup first baseman, essentially, for the rest of the year, I'm liking this deal. Let me see if I can get anything else out of it, though. Like, I'm very greedy when it comes to these things. Ronald Pena. For Landon Marceau. OSA doesn't like him very much. We just drafted a couple really good prospects. Stahian Santos. His stuff is at 40, so I don't think he's really going to amount to anything. Having a pretty bad year. I feel like we let Marceau go. Perry says make the deal before they withdraw the offer. Let's up this up until they deny it. They like it. Okay. So this is our, like, blockbuster, you know, essentially. For Rengifo and Marceau. Rengifo, who's having a terrible year. Marceau, you know, a decent prospect, but who's having a bad year and that we're willing to get rid of. For Josh Bell, who's we're only going to really pay, like, $3 million. Yankee John Baptiste, who looks like a very, very good middle infield prospect. And Ronald Pena, a good outfield prospect, who, again, OSA likes more than our scout. And I like it when our scout likes them more than OSA, or likes them less than OSA, because it just means he's being, like, a little bit realistic, but it also leaves them, you know, a little bit of room to grow, essentially. I like this deal. Let's go ahead and do it. Trade in for an all-star, Josh Bell. All right. Fans are happy that you acquired Josh Bell. I am too. Got an all-star at the trade deadline for essentially nothing. Sent Quijada and Julio Torres for Gene Segura, Danny DeAndrade, and $600K. Luis Rengifo and Landon Marceau to the Guardians in exchange for Josh Bell, Yankee John Baptiste, and Ronald Pena. Cleveland will retain a portion of Bell's contract. I like these trades that I'm making so far. Let's see who else we need to get rid of. Matt Duffy. Now we can let Matt Duffy go because we just got Josh Bell. Player option for next year, but I don't think I would even want him. Batting 176, 259, negative WAR. I wouldn't want Matt Duffy next year. So let's see what we can get for him. Now with Duffy, I kind of want to get a good relief pitcher. Or I'll toss in prospects too. I kind of want to get a really good relief pitcher. It does not look like we're going to get a very good relief pitcher. Jose Iglesias. Anthony Rizzo. Drew Rachinsky, who's having an okay year. Antonio Senzatella. Artie Lewicki. None of these offers are very good. Let's go to the trading block. Kenley Jansen. Now, I would love to get Kenley Jansen. He's having a great year. Will Smith. First things first, let's add our boy Matt Duffy on there. And what do they want? They don't want a lot. Now, what if I paid the rest of... Ooh, no. Be careful. Because he also has that player option. Yeah, because they have the player option. So I would not want to do that. Make this work now. Andrew Wantz. Not having a great year. And I would not mind getting rid of. What is Will Smith on? He's signed until next year for 3.7. Not a bad contract. Yep, I'm going to go with Wantz here. Perry says he doesn't like it, he loves it. Now let's see if we can nab a prospect in the process. American boy or the Dominican? Let's go with Seth Keller. They don't like that. What about De Leon? He says tack on a little bit more for De Leon. Ooh. For number 63. Jose Suarez. Bachman, Jordan Adams. Brett Carey. Not doing very well in AAA. Did not do well last year either. I can get rid of Carey here. Perry says this is a very good deal for us. Okay, let me see. Now for Keller. No. Let's go back to your active roster, see if there's anybody else that I want. Nick York. No. Jose Herrera. You're wasting my time. Okay, fair enough. Craig Kimbrell. Verdugo. No. Garrett Whitlock. No. Bobby I feel like this is okay. I feel like this is okay. Now let me just like see if I can get some cash out of them. Oh, they don't have cash. Okay. Okay. I'm going to execute this trade. Matt Duffy on a bad year. Andrew Wantz, okay relief pitcher, but not having a great year. Brett Carey, 24 years old. Doesn't look like he's going to amount to very much in his career. For Will Smith, who's going to help us a lot in our bullpen and is already having a good year. And Framey De Leon, number 67 prospect. 5-star on OSA's ratings. 3.5 stars to our scout. I like this deal. Let's do it. Whew. Now, I don't know if there's anything else that I'd really need to do. Alec Burleson is young. He can take some time. Let's see. Waivers DFA, Segura, Bell, and Smith. Soriano, send him back to AAA. No, he's on the injured list, that's why. Okay. Interesting trading deadline. I think we got a lot of stuff done. Now let's go ahead and take a look and see what our staff looks like. Why is Syndergaard a relief pitcher? Maybe because he's struggling this year. Will Smith in middle relief. DeGrom just killing it this year. Lineups. This is where it's going to change. Josh Bell is starting at first base. And Gene Segura at second base. Wow, Tyler Wade got kicked to the curb a little bit. All right, we're going to have to see how it works. We're going to have to see how it works. I would call it a very, very good... Where's transactions at? Home. No. Organization. Transactions. I would call this a very good trade deadline. We got 3 big trades done. So, again, Quijada and Torres. We got Segura and Danny DeAndrade. Good prospect. Got rid of Rengifo. Terrible year. Got rid of Marceau. Doesn't look like he's going to amount to much. Got Josh Bell, Yankee John Baptiste, and Ronald Pena. Good prospects. Got rid of Matt Duffy. Got rid of Wantz, who was, not doing terrible, but, same thing with Brett Carey. Like, we could afford to get rid of him for Will Smith, Remy De Leon. A good trade deadline. We're in first place right now. Hopefully the next time I see you guys, we are still in first place and just killing it after these trades. I appreciate you guys as always. I'm AZPlyo21. I will see you at the end of the season. And, yeah, let's go Angels.